Have you ever sat down to finally get serious about your finances, opened up a browser, typed in something like, "How do I build wealth?" and then 2 hours later found yourself more confused than when you started? You've got 20 tabs open. One person says max out your Roth IRA. Another says real estate is the only way. Someone else is selling a $997 course and promising you'll retire in 5 years. And somewhere in the middle of all that noise, you're just sitting there thinking, where do I even begin? Yeah, I know that feeling. That was me not too long ago. My name is Naomi, and for the past 12 years, I've worked in corporate finance, first as a financial analyst, then as a senior finance manager, overseeing budgeting, forecasting, and capital allocation for companies that move hundreds of millions of dollars a year. I've sat in rooms where billion-dollar decisions were made. I've built financial models that determined whether companies lived or died. I've watched executives manage wealth in ways that most people will never see or even know exists. And yet, despite all of that, when it came to my own personal finances, I still had to figure it out the hard way. Because here's the dirty little secret. The financial education system in this country is designed to keep you in the dark. I've been following the personal finance YouTube space for a while now. And don't get me wrong, there is some genuinely great content out there. But I kept noticing something. The same thing kept bothering me every single time. The vast majority of voices in this space, especially the ones talking about serious wealth building, are male. And look, I'm not here to make this political. But when 51% of the population is women, and women statistically control over 85% of household purchasing decisions, and studies show that women are actually better long-term investors on average than men, why are we so underrepresented in this conversation? I felt like I needed to be here, not just for myself, but for every woman who has ever felt intimidated walking into a financial advisor's office. For every woman who has ever felt like finance wasn't for her. For every woman who has been told to just let someone else handle the money. We deserve a seat at this table, and I'm here to pull up a chair. Now, I want to be completely upfront with you about something. You might notice that this channel uses an AI avatar format rather than a traditional talking head camera setup. And honestly, I'm just going to own it. I'm not quite ready to put my face in front of a camera yet. There's something about pressing record and knowing thousands of people might see you that is genuinely terrifying, even for someone who has presented to boardrooms full of executives. I figure if I'm going to talk about being brave with your money, I should at least be honest about my own vulnerabilities. So yes, AI format for now. The knowledge, though, that's 100% real. Here is what frustrates me most. We live in the wealthiest nation in human history. The United States generates more economic output than almost every other country on Earth. And yet, as of 2026, over 60% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. The median American retirement savings is $87,000. Total credit card debt just crossed $1.28 trillion. And perhaps most disturbing of all, only 49% of American adults can answer basic financial literacy questions correctly. Half of this country doesn't understand how compound interest works. Half of this country doesn't understand the difference between a Roth IRA and a traditional IRA. We send 18-year-olds to college with tens of thousands in student loan debt before they've ever been taught what an interest rate really means. We've got people earning six figures who are completely broke. And we've got people on $45,000 a year quietly building generational wealth because they learned the right rules. The gap isn't income. The gap is knowledge. This channel exists to close that gap. My mission with Naomi Invests is simple. Take the financial frameworks that corporate America uses to build and preserve wealth and make them accessible, clear, and actionable for everyday people. We're going to talk about things that actually move the needle. Not save $5 by making your coffee at home, though sure, that doesn't hurt. But the real stuff. The stuff like understanding why your net worth and your income are two completely different things. How the ultra-wealthy use debt as a tool while the rest of us drown in it. What the stock market actually is and why you need to be in it. How to build an automatic wealth system that works even when you're sleeping. Why your biggest financial enemy might actually be your own brain. I want to help you graduate from being a consumer to being a capital owner. Because that shift, that one mental upgrade, is what separates the people who are always working for money from the people who eventually have money working for them. If you're tired of feeling behind, if you're tired of the confusion, if you're tired of watching everyone else seem to have it figured out while you're just trying to survive the month, this channel is for you. I'm going to show up consistently, I'm going to give you real information, and I'm going to do it in a way that doesn't require a finance degree to understand. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, and let's build something real together. Your future self is going to thank you for starting today. I'll see you in the first real video. Let's get to work.